What to include in your online course. This is something that after you've already done your research, after you've selected your niche and the industry, and you've zeroed in on the specific topic that you want to go after, now it's time to actually create the course. The first thing I'd recommend doing is have a written outline. Just map it out for yourself very easily. How many modules do you envision this thing? Like when I mapped out this particular course, I knew based on everything that I had put together, I said, well, 6 modules might be great for these 6 different topics. And then I'll even throw in a bonus module as a piece of extra added value. And this is what I do every time I create a new course. I will go with my trusty pen and notepad and I'll write it down. How many modules do I envision based on the topics? And then inside of those modules, kind of like a table of contents, I will go and just write down the video topic that I feel that they need based on the questions that are being asked. And I'll go, and it could be 5 videos, could be 10 videos, but whatever it needs to happen to answer all of those questions in that given area, so to speak, or to get that person the result that they're after that I want to share. Always over deliver with value, but don't try to overwhelm. There are courses out there with 500 videos. The problem with that is that it's just way too much content to consume, and ultimately if people get overwhelmed, they don't finish your product. If they don't finish your product and implement anything, they don't get results, and that looks bad on you. Certainly you're not going to get any testimonials that way. So let's make things very palatable for people, and in many instances less is actually more. I want you to remember that. You should be also researching competing courses. So if you're going to create something in the golf niche, maybe you love golf and you're just a avid player, you're obsessed with this sport, and you want to create a course on the best ways to shave strokes off of your putting game, or something to that tune. Well, why not go and research people that have already done it? Potentially even buy some courses. See what they offer. How is it broken down? Do they offer multimedia formats like videos or articles or transcripts, audios? Do they have a private group? You want to see all the dynamics of what they're offering, because that's your competition. You want to at least be on par with those individuals and then go even a step above so you can over-deliver for your base. Now here's what you can include with your online course. In terms of the content, you can do videos like what you're watching right now. You can do transcripts of the videos. Some people like to consume the content in video form. Some like transcript. Others like it in an MP3 that they can pop it in while they go to the office in the morning or wherever they're going. That's one way. Diversify the way that you allow people to consume the content, to give them many options, plus it increases value of the overall course. You can even have PDF checklists and cheat sheets and things of that nature involved in the course. You can include a private Facebook community. This helps people bond together so they feel like they're not just alone in this challenge. They can rally with other members of the community and get the results faster. They end up making new friends. This is great too because it also decreases the amount of refund rates that you typically get if you have a supportive community behind your product and service. With the Internet Income Club, I have our Facebook group, our private group. With Social Media Elite, I have the same thing. With the Social Media Revenue Summit, our seminar in Atlanta, the same exact thing. Weekly coaching. Do you want to offer that as an extra? Facebook Live it could be Zoom, or from just regular phone with a conference call number. That's another great thing to add. What about email support? You're going to give them unlimited email support or access to you? Maybe it's one private one-on-one call. I still offer a private one-on-one call for those that purchase my flagship practice building program, Social Media Elite, to fast track them. Like, that's another added degree of value. Free upgrades. Maybe your course will ultimately give them free upgrades versus the man or woman down the street keeps charging over and over for their newest course 2.0 or 3.0. Well, you can elect to just give them upgrades. I do that as well with our Social Media Elite program. Extra added bonuses. Now, some of these that I mentioned could be extra added bonuses, or you could throw in some other stuff to sweeten the deal. This is common sales. I mean, you can look at the basic infomercials late at night and you'll find, hey, you've got this particular product for this price, but wait, there's more. If you act now, I'm going to throw in these fast action bonuses valued at X, X, and X, and X. And so they stack the deal, so you feel like you're getting extra value on top of what you already paid. You know, a mentor of mine, Yannick Silver, always says you should be delivering 10 times the amount of value for what somebody actually pays for your course. I want you to think about that. It's a very important concept. So not just have your great content and the modules laid out and maybe, 4 or 5 things that come within the course, but sweeten the deal to get them to act now and throw in some other valuable extras that really can help them get closer to the result they want to generate. Let's discuss technology for you to create the content, and I don't care if you're a low-tech beginner, this stuff is actually pretty simple in today's time versus, my gosh, 5-10 years ago. If you wanted to create a course that had videos inside of it, you can use an iPhone or whatever mobile smartphone that you're using. You just have to worry about the lighting. You want it to be good lighting, and you might go to Amazon and pick up a couple softbox lights. Just go to Amazon and type in softbox lighting, or there are full lighting kits that you can buy for under $200. And an external mic. This is something, if you're creating a course specifically, it would be a good idea because it makes it look more polished and professional. Just a simple external mic. If you go to Amazon right now and you type in external mic for iPhone, you'll pull up many different options and have great reviews. I'm sure you can secure something for under $50. It's definitely worth the money. If you plan on doing screen recording videos like what you're watching right now, this is done using Camtasia Studio by a company called TechSmith, TechSmith. Now, ScreenFlow is also available for Mac. That even includes an editing program if you wanted to edit videos yourself. You could even strip the audio from the video, or you could have somebody on Fiverr do it. In fact, this is a task that you could easily delegate. If you create 50 videos in your course, for instance, you don't want to have to go through all that and strip the audio yourself or do the transcription. So definitely hire a ghostwriter from Fiverr, or for transcription, you can go to rev.com. For the audio, you could basically submit a job description on Upwork, for instance, of telling people exactly what you want, hiring a programmer, for instance. Zoom or Facebook Live. Zoom is free, so is Facebook Live. You don't have to get the paid Zoom version to do a weekly Zoom. Now, if you have a certain quantity of people on, they will start to charge you. I don't recall the quantity off the top of my head. It might be 50 or 100 people, but that should be more than enough to get you going. And Zoom and Facebook Live are very low-tech platforms. It just takes a couple uses to learn how to use them. Just like anything else, repetition is the mother of all learning, little by little. But overall, the tech is very unsophisticated. Now, your homework right now is to decide what you want to include in your course. Draft a simple outline with the modules. Model someone that's already successful in your niche. Put your own spin on it and then decide, do you want to offer the videos, the audios, the transcripts, a private Facebook group, maybe a one-on-one coaching call, maybe some other fast action bonuses, email support, etc. Put it all together, and really, after it's said and done, you should really look at this course and say, wow, that's really awesome. I would buy this. That's what you want. If you're going to drop your own money, like realistically, all the value that's here, that's a good sign. And then you can start to potentially pitch the idea to people in your inner circle, like, hey, if there was a course that did this, this, and this, and offered this, this, and this, and this, would that appeal to you? And many might say, wow, that's a good deal. That seems like a pretty awesome course. So you can get feedback from family, friends, and even in the forums or Facebook groups online. So I look forward to seeing your outline, what you've done and what you've drafted, and then the fun part starts in terms of now creating the content. And then later on down the road, we'll talk about how to put that content in a delivery and content management system that can definitely feed things for you, so you don't have to piece 7 different tools together. You can house everything all in one space and have it easily delivered for your audience. Exciting stuff. I'm really happy for you. Let's talk in the next video.